Is everyone still alive? Is everyone still fine? Hi, everyone. So my poetry is in tune with God because I recently got baptized. And I know that this is an odd encounter to speak about God, but I know I have my people somewhere here. So I hope you enjoy it. It's from me to you. It goes like this. A friend of mine, after a misunderstanding with my parents, once said, "Your parents are your God on earth." Hence the Bible says, honor your parents. Two things came in mind when he said that. Well, I've said a lot of things to my parents that I wouldn't say to God. And secondly, how distant our communication as humans with God has become. From speaking with us in the Garden of Eden face to face to us barely hearing his voice, forgetting his face. But I imagine that God hides his face from us as a means of protecting his identity, of protecting his holiness, sovereignty, because familiarity breeds contempt. And if we were to be close to God as much as we are close to our parents, would we still see him as God? Would he still be our God? Being a newly born Christian, I like to imagine that if we had a call center with God where we'd speak and he'd respond, my line would sound like this poem. So listen attentively. It's titled, A Call Center to God. It goes like, Dear God, I didn't understand when you said that as Christians, we are the light of the world. It was only when I changed and stepped into the light I could finally see the world through your eyes. I looked to the west and I saw our leaders with innocent blood on their hands, crippling our nations with corruption and manipulation. I looked to the west and I saw the people who were supposed to lead our country to the land of milk and honey have stolen everything and left the country to its worst. Dear God, litla chabanini lifas. Your youth is lost. The burden of the world has become so heavy, from battling with generational curses to battling with personal demons. All hope is lost. The only hope we get is to live in the fact that one day we might leave this world. Death is no longer something to fear, but to look forward to. Yo lififi elikagang eliabareng lifas. I know I am not perfect, neither am I an intercessor, but God, when you find this message, but this is how many of us have prayed this prayer and haven't received an answer from the call center? So we wonder why. I always imagine that God's chapter is like James chapter 4, where James is like, we do not have because we don't ask God. And even if we did ask, we don't receive because we ask from our own malicious intent and not to be closer to God and not to love God. So dear child of God, wherever you are, listen to me. We are far away from him because we do not desire and seek him. And so we have forgotten our light and have let so much darkness to fill our world. But again, verse 8 says that, come close to God and he will come close to you. Diena ofatwarelo, diena ofotisang dibil. Diene onopaparelo, diene onofotisa dimbil. I be hot.